It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And they'll begin by running the option. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. They run again with Dowdle. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. You look at this Eagle defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5, 2nd and 4. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Dowdle will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line as they've got it as we resume action. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Mozzie Smith in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On the run, it's Dowdle. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Prescott now. He gets it to Cooks. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. First down, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. They run here with Dowdle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Prescott. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandin Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The throw here caught by DeVonta Parker. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Parker. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to...
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. Jacoby Brissett strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Bijan Robinson, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Jared Goff Another terrific performance as his guys up their record now to 11 up and 2 down. The Cowboys were treated to a fine first half from number 4, quarterback Dak Prescott. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one goes out wide for Barkley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Brandin Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 1 back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
A first down throw for Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allowed a conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. Now Prescott. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and it might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 1st down, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 36. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And that is no good. And that'll keep this a 22-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. But 1st down, Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Now hold everything here, because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Barkley showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 31. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Taking it about the 1. Breaks through the contact. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Pickett back to throw. And that is incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, Because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well